go. Welcome, Bay family. It's your girl, Madam Big Age Energy, Richele. I'm in the house for the very first podcast for Big Age Energy. Yes, this has been a long time coming. I'm super duper excited because everything's brand new. Everything's brand new. What we're doing, what we're talking about is brand new. First, brand new podcast. I got on a brand new outfit, babe. Got my hair brand new to the side. And what we're going to talk about is about being brand new. So, listen, I want you to go ahead, smash the like button because I'm already falling in like with you. And go ahead and subscribe because although this is the first podcast, we've got many, many more to come and you don't want to miss out. The notification bell, hit that thing too, right? So, when I say Bay, that's short for big age energy. And when I say big age energy, I'm talking about that energy that we possess 50 and beyond. Okay? Life gets greater later, baby. And what I'm talking about is when I turned 50, I didn't feel 50. I don't feel 50. I feel, when I was young, I looked at 50 as old and wrinkled and you're going to just lay around and sleep and not do anything. But baby, I am vibrant. I've got so much more life in me, so much more money to make, so many more adventures to take. And so, it's an energy that you have to intentionally have. You have to make a conscious effort to say, you know what? I'm going to live my best life. It does get greater later. So what? I've got more years behind me than I have ahead of me. So what that, things are sagging a little bit and, wrinkles are appearing and gray hairs are coming places. It doesn't matter. You got to fix for all of that stuff. But your mindset, your will, your drive to want to figure out what turns you on is what I'm talking about. And that's what we're going to talk about on this podcast today. What turns you on? Now, I'm not talking about sexually, okay? That's a whole nother podcast, right? Go ahead and like, subscribe, get notified because that one's coming. But what I'm talking about is what passions, what desires that have gotten stifled because of routine, that have gotten hidden. Let me tell you about myself. So I am a single parent. I've never been married, okay? Looking though, all right? Any brothers, any good men out there? But I'm a single parent. I've been a single parent. My son is 24 years old. I am a business owner. I have a multi-million-dollar business that I run taking care of the elderly and disabled. And somewhere between being the boss of my household and the boss at my job, I lost the Richele that is passionate and full of life and loves to try new things. And so I'm on a quest to try to figure out what turns me on as far as just trying new things, staying intentionally conscious about this big age energy that I'm exerting out here. The cool thing about being 50 plus is you know a thing or two because you've been through a thing or two, right? And so this is what I want us to go on a journey to learn and to do. Um, three things. Three things. The first one is changing your mindset. Changing your mindset to think that, only young people do that. Or, my knees can't handle that, or I don't know if I would like to do something like that. You've got to change your mindset. You've got to get out of that rut. Listen, there are new passions and new adventures to be had, right? If you would just change your mindset. The next one, I'm going to go ahead and go through number 2 because I have a whole story to tell you. You got to stay tuned for my story, right? Because I just did a whole new thing. And yeah, it was a thing. But number 2, you need to first change your mindset and then you need to embrace the new. Do the new. All right. I watched the TED Talk and you can find it. I think if you just put in the search bar, do the new, it'll probably come up. But this lady on there was talking about do the new. And I was like, that's what's up, do the new, right? She said that when you do the new, when you try new things, that you first, dopamine gets released in your brain. So you get this excitement about you, right? Also, time seems to slow down whenever you're trying something new and exciting, right? Don't ask me how, but she said time slows down when you do the new. She said that dopamine is released when you do the new, right? And then also, it triggers another impulse within your brain that helps to keep you young. And who don't want to do that? So dopamine makes you feel good, right? Um, that energy that comes from that inner brain stimulation that just makes you feel younger and look younger, you know what I mean? And then the fact that time slows down so that you can enjoy feeling that new passion of doing something new, right? So do the new, have the right mindset, do the new, and then use the experience that you have in that big age energy, baby. So that leads me to tell you about my story. So, 50 plus, and I'll just tell you, I love the Lord. I love my child who's 24. I have a thriving business with a lot of people that work underneath me. But for whatever reason, I found myself Memorial Day weekend at Myrtle Beach, South Carolina's Black Bike Week. Yes, Myrtle Beach Black Bike Week. If you don't know anything about Black Bike Week at Myrtle Beach, it's every Memorial Day weekend. It started back in 1980, I believe, by some bikers that wanted to, just bring the families together and, show off the bikes and eat good food and just have a good time. And that's what it is. That's what it was. But, at 50, I don't know some of the music anymore. I don't know how people, may come out look dressed and things like that. So I was quite surprised when I came to Black Bike Week and a whole lot of TNA, honey, who was hanging out. I mean, just a jiggling and a wiggling and all that good stuff. Um, but you know what? I stuck true to who I am. Okay. I am somebody's mama and I'm somebody's boss. I'm 50 years old. I'm classy. I'm bougetto. And so, I wore what I wore that was nice and tasteful. And no shade to anybody that was out there doing that thing. Listen, if you got that thing flaunted, let it shake and wag and flap and twerk and do whatever you want to do with it. But, that's not my thing. So I dressed like I wanted to dress. Okay. I came to to the bike week at around 7:30 on the strip where all of the bikes are and the food and the festivities. And I had my black self back at my crib at my Airbnb by 10:30. I had a great time while I was there. I listened to the music. It was a bunch of sounds and things going on. But I said all that to say, one, I got out of my comfort zone. I tried something new. I had a mindset. I love the beach and I love motorcycles. So why not? Why not do the new and go to Myrtle Beach Memorial Day weekend, Black Bike Week, crowded, listening to hip hop that I had never heard before. And I mean the young people, I don't know the music, but I bopped a little bit until I couldn't bop. My knees was bopped out. You see what I'm saying? My hot flashes was hot flashing. And I deuced out at about 10 o'clock. And I came back and I got in the jacuzzi, right? I rolled up on the couch and put my blanket around me and I watched TV until I fell asleep. And I did that rinse and repeat all weekend. My days were spent on the beach doing exactly what I wanted to do. And then for a very short time, I did Black Bike Week, and then I brought my big age tail home. And so I just say all that to say this. What turns you on? This is a conversation. This is a question you need to be asking yourself, no matter what age you are. But I'm talking to us big age energy men and women that have that empty nest now. Again, I lost myself somewhere between raising my child and running a business. Who is Richele? I am in the best place I have ever been in my life. I have enough money. I have a stable job and security. My home is almost paid for. I have a wonderful car that gets me from point A to point B with no problems. My health is good. I still look good. So why not find out what new passions, what new adventures are in store? And as I said, you may find a new love while you're finding a new love. So, like, subscribe, get that notification, because here on the Big Age Energy podcast, it's all about us. It's for us, it's by us, because it gets greater later. I'm here to tell you, baby, we about to live our best life. And so if you have something that you just realize that thing turns me on too. Maybe you try something new. You went skiing for the first time. You done did paddle boarding for the first time. You done, found yourself at Black Bike Week. Maybe you were there with me and I didn't know it. Leave a comment down below and let me know, what new things are you ready to do? What mindset shift have you taken? I'm telling you, it gets greater later. To all my big age energy people, this is the first podcast of many. Stay tuned. If you have any ideas on anything you want me to talk about, we're going to talk about fashion. We're going to talk about business, entrepreneurship. It gets greater later. You've got so much inside of you. Step out and do the new.